It's sunny in Seattle. Anything can happen. This is Ken Samarra for CitiVote. Let's see what they think about the 2008 election.
I haven't given it much thought, to be honest, but I just hope it goes well. And I definitely just hope that people see that if I did choose somebody, it would probably be Obama, simply because of the way he speaks and his passion to want to make change. And he seems to be about the most real.
Who's your favorite candidate?
George Bush.
Except he can't run again.
That's right. Obama, yeah. Obama's a good man, but he can't make it this year. Condoleezza has to go first. She's got to be McCain's vice president.
Who's who?
I'm sorry?
Who should be the vice president?
Can I show you my backpack?
Condoleezza Rice.
Uh-oh. Whoa, look at all that stuff. Look at all that. You guys are like opposite ends there on the spectrum.
Yeah, but we both want what's best for the country.
You think he'll work well with Congress?
Yeah. His party's about unity, whereas from the get-go, Hillary's party has been about Democrats taking over.
I'm still confused about who to vote for right now, but I am a Democrat, so it's more confused about that. I'm definitely not.
Would you vote for McCain?
Probably not right now. No, I wouldn't, unless, you know, the other two parties were like killed in an accident or something. I mean, he's certainly better than the previous, you know, administration, but no, I'm definitely voting for a Democrat this. I just don't know yet.
Hot issues that I think are really important this year?
Well, I think there's a lot of. I think there's so many. I mean, we're coming off of an administration that has, even if there weren't, have made so many huge issues now. So we've got a ton. I mean, economy, obviously, the environment, human rights issues across the board is huge. Obviously the war, huge. So I mean, there's just so many. There's really a lot.
Again, thinking about ending the war.
Ending the war?
Slowly. Like McCain says, you know, I'm not for McCain, but I do believe that we should end it slowly instead of just drawing men out, you know. In any case, I do know that if we draw them out all at once, they're gonna just, Taliban or whoever they are is gonna take over, you know. And we are a mighty force there. We should draw them out slowly.
Hillary.
Really? Why is that?
She's a fighter.
She's a fighter?
Yeah, I'm tired of losing.
Do you have a point of view?
What's your point of view?
You're both from England?
Yeah, we're both from London, actually.
Okay.
And
well, what are you seeing there? You know, in London?
You know, they get pretty in-depth coverage. Yeah, so it's obviously a lot on the Democrats and on Hillary and Barrack's fights, you know, between them, you know, between the two of them. As for opinion, I think it's pretty divided. I mean, you've had the European point of view for a long time has been very much, you know, let's get Bush out and get a new viewpoint for for the world, so to improve the world situation. And I think people generally still feel that. I don't think, you know, guys like McCain aren't household names or anything. So I think a lot of people still are thinking Hillary has a chance because she's the biggest name candidate. So I'd say if you ask people who was going to win, they'd probably still say Hillary.
In Europe?
In England, yeah, okay. Yeah. But as for preferences, I'm sure people are still definitely looking for a change and looking for the Democrats to win.
I really don't give a shit. I think this country's going to shit, so I'm gonna leave as soon as possible.
Where are we going?
Chile.
Chile, huh?
Yeah, Chile. Chile's beautiful, and the people are beautiful, and the politics are tolerable.
It's fascinating because we have very many colors, from the white to the black to the girl, because we never had that before.
The most important issue for any candidate running for president is whether or not and to what extent they obey the golden rule. The criteria which I use to vote for a candidate has nothing to do with where they stand on abortion or non-abortion, burning the flag, Iraq war, not war, socialized medicine or socialized medicine, capitalism or blah, blah, blah. I view the candidate first and foremost as just a person who will treat his fellow citizens like he wishes to be treated or not. Having said that, I honestly believe that even if Jesus Christ were running for president today, even if Buddha was Secretary of State, and Lao Tzu were Vice President, and Albert Einstein was in charge of the National Foundation for Science and the Arts, and Clarence Darrow were Attorney General, nothing is going to stop America from going through the worst Holocaust in recorded history, simply because, having talked to 27,000 people in the last 3 years and putting them under pressure by asking them for money and requiring them to honestly answer me why they won't give it to me, 7 out of 10 Americans I've met, whether they're homeless, whether they're rich, whether they're plumbers, whether they're receptionists, whether they're lawyers, whether they're in cyberspace, actually do not wish to obey the golden rule. And that is why it doesn't matter who is president, and that is why the country is going to go through a Holocaust.
Now, so are you homeless?
I am uncaged.
Uncaged?
Now, when did this corruption start? This is going to shock you. Corruption in America, in order to really get to the root of corruption in America, you have to go to October 11th, 1492, the day before Columbus landed in an island off the coast of Florida, put an Indian against a tree and said, "You got 2 choices, buddy. Don't tell me where the gold is." Of course, there wasn't any gold. "I kill you, you go to hell. Tell me where the gold is. I get a priest, we convert you to Catholicism, you die and go to heaven." It sounds an awful lot like, hey, I don't care if I fight the Americans in Iraq, because if I die on this jihad, Jihad, I go to heaven and have 72 virgins eternally. So what I'm saying is this. Basically, America has been so corrupt for 516 years that it may just be this time that we pay for the sins of our father. We're going to have to pay for the 200 million black people that never made it, that jumped over the boats or died, the 50 million Indians that caught smallpox or colds and died, and 10 million Caucasian Americans that died in a civil war or fighting for union rights or fighting or in a peace demonstration, blah, 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 blah. And I realize that most people that see this will have to think I should be in a mental health institution, but all I can say is everybody's got an opinion. Opinions are like backsides. Everyone's got one, and that's mine. Force be with you. God bless you. Bye.
I hate all the candidates. I think they suck.
First and foremost, I think it's a good thing that there's no possible way George Bush can stick around and fuck us up anymore. I mean, screw us up anymore. I'm a delegate for Obama, and the reason being is because when he speaks of we instead of I. And Hillary is not that I think Hillary would be a bad person, but she's my second best choice. And she always talks about what she would do. And I think Obama represents the greatest amount of potential for the unity of the people and the masses to collectively create change amongst themselves rather than having change administered upon them. So unite, prosper, create change, and support renewable energy.
Awesome. Thanks, man.
Sure.